guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. Now, before beginning with today's video, I just wanted to quickly say how quickly did June and July of this year go by. Like, they literally went by like that. They went by quicker than they used to when I was back in school and we still had our summer vacations and it was like a fun gala time. Which brings me to a fun trivia question. What did you guys used to call your summer vacations? Were they summer holidays, summer break, or summer vacation? I feel like for me, I personally use the term Garmiyon ki chuttiyan more than any other term. But do let me know, what did you used to call them? Just like a fun little thing. But yes, today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my July 2021 empties. We are more than halfway done with this year. And I thought I couldn't be more done with than I was with 2020. But 2021 has given me a new level of patience and just, being done with sort of a feeling. But I hope like the rest of the remainder year is better for all of us, and 2022 at least is way better than the last 2 years have been. But yes, without any further ado, if you want to know some skincare, hair care, makeup, empties, a little bit of hair care, I don't have a lot of hair care, I do have a little bit more makeup than usual, then please keep on watching. Now I only have one hair care empty because the shampoo and conditioner I'm currently using is in like huge ass bottles, so you might see them in August 2021 empty, so keep your eyes peeled for that. But the only hair care empty I have for this video is by Schwarzkopf. It's their Bonacure Moisture Kick Spray. It's basically a conditioner in a spray form and it's great for in between your washes when your hair feels a little dry, a little frizzy. You can just spritz this and your hair instantly gets a lot of shine, moisture and bounce. I love this. It does not weigh my hair down. I already have a backup of this which I've already opened and I've started using because I freaking love this stuff. So if you have dry hair or hair that just looks a little lifeless in between washes, you might want to invest in this because this would make sure your hair looks healthy throughout. Now let's move on to skincare, which is going to be the biggest chunk of this video. I feel like we finished skincare way quicker than we finished hair care or makeup, and that's why I always have way more skincare in all of my empties video. But that's the beauty of it because we all love skincare, don't we? The first thing I have is by Simple. It's their eye makeup remover and it's an amazing eye makeup remover. If you wear waterproof mascara or waterproof liner or long lasting kajal, then you need this in your life because it would remove it without any traces. It's so strong yet so suitable for sensitive skin types. Like, it removes everything but it does not sting your eye, doesn't make your eyes water or anything. Now I use mine with a microfiber cloth. I don't use cotton pads. I've already talked about it. But if you still use it with cotton pads, you might require a little less of quantity than what you would with a microfiber cloth because microfiber cloth tends to absorb the product quicker. So I highly recommend this, highly suggest this, would definitely be repurchasing this because I don't have specific eye makeup removers in my collection. Like, not that many I have, but not that many. So I would definitely repurchase this. Plus the affordability of this is just cherry on the top. I have another empty by Simple. It's their moisturizing facial wash. I've been really enjoying Simple. Like, they launched about 2 years ago and I had a lot of products from them and then I forgot about it for a while. So I was just decluttering my stuff and I always make sure that I have that cycle where if something's getting expired, I bring it out first so that I get rid of that and it's not wasted. And that's how these babies came back into my life because they were nearing their expiry. So I was like, you know what, I need to use them. But again, this is such a nice face wash. I've talked about this a couple of times too. It's very rich and creamy, so it's definitely going to be slightly heavier if you have oily skin type. They do have one gel based one if I'm not wrong, which is meant more for people who have oilier skin. But for dry skin girls, this is great because it does not strip your skin down. It's so gentle, so moisturizing, yet so cleansing. Like, your skin feels clean but not stripped down, which again is something I love. Again, the price tag of it is just lovely. Then I finished my second bottle of Sheisha's Pure Rose Water. Now, I did not think that I would fall in love with it as hard as I did because the first time I used it, I was like, yeah, it's a very mellow rose water, and I generally like my rose waters to be like, woof, rose water in my face. I like it to be strong. I like it to just take me to the land of Carnage and just transport me to this rose field of sorts. While this is very mellow, it's very subtle, it's not over the top. But I just fell in love with it so much. It just felt so calming, so nourishing on my skin. And now that I'm done with the plastic bottles, I'm going to move on to my glass bottle because Sheisha did introduce glass bottles too, which is something I love and already have that ready in my vanity to be brought out and just be misted on my face all over. Highly recommend this, especially if you're someone who does not like highly fragrance things. Like, even with rose waters, the concentration can vary even if it's completely natural. Sometimes it can be a little too much floral for a lot of people. So if you're someone who likes mellow fragrances, this is going to be perfect for you. I'm sorry if the next empty bothers you because it has been in my empties, I think the most number of times. This has been the most frequent empty of mine. But I'm talking about Estee Lauder's ANR or the Advanced Night Repair. This is their nightly serum, which I do end up using in the daytime too because I love how beautiful this is. I have not found anything that is even near to what this does for my skin. I know a lot of people were talking about Hustle by Dew or Do You. I don't know how to pronounce that brand. I have been trying out that serum. While it's a good serum, it's not a dupe for this one. It honestly is not. This is just a league of its own. I know that there is a product by Misha out there which is supposed to be a dupe for this, but that's not easily available in India, so I can't say and I can't try it out right now. But I love what this does to my skin. Like every single time I feel like my skin is going through a rough patch, I go back to this. This is my, my comfort place, my home of sorts, place where I feel I can be me. This is that product for me. It's just one of those things that I know will work for me, and I cannot recommend this enough. I know people are a little polarized when it comes to this product. Some people love it, some people hate it. For me, I definitely love it. I swear by it. And if any time my skin needs a little extra loving, this is where I go. I have another serum empty, and this time it's L'Oreal's Revitalift Hyaluronic Acid Serum. Now, I have a complete review of this on my channel, so I would leave it up in the eye for you guys so you can go ahead and check it out and see what I feel about this product. But I would like to quickly state that currently there is a conversation happening around hyaluronic acid as an ingredient in itself and how beneficial is it for the skin. There are loads of studies that state that it is great for the skin. However, there are a couple of dermatologists who are saying maybe it's not the best for your skin. Personally, I love hyaluronic acid and what it does to my skin. However, I would like to see how those studies unfold and what experts and dermatologists are saying before I say like go ahead buy hyaluronic acid in bulk. But overall, you can check out my video to see my opinions on this just in a quick short form. I like this product. I feel like there are better hyaluronic acids out there in the market. However, if you want to try out, they do have a mini so that you can try it out before you completely invest into it, which is the best part about this particular product. After the longest of times, I have a face mask empty for you guys. Now, I love masking, but with all the exfoliating products I've been trying, masking is definitely not an option because then you end up compromising your skin barrier, and that's not something you want to do. So in the month of June and July, I took a step back from chemical exfoliating and I was focusing a little bit more on masking and just, going the traditional way. The mask that I ended up finishing was Myoho Pure by Priyanka's 4 Clay Detox Mask. I love this mask. It has sandalwood, it has 4 types of clay. It just makes the skin feel so good and refreshed and replenished. Completely finish it off. I have talked about this a couple of times on my channel, on my Instagram, and here and there. And I'm so excited to get back to the traditional mask life too. I feel like with all of the chemical exfoliators and all of them just jumping into our lives, the traditional masks have taken a backseat, which I feel really badly because this is literally like not a very time-based project. Like, of course, with clay masks, you should ideally remove them before they completely dry down. But with chemical exfoliators, you have to be on the clock and like see how many minutes this has been. So with this, you can just pamper yourself. Even if you're like overdue by a couple of minutes, it's not going to be like life changing. But with chemical exfoliators, you're literally like, I can't do anything else. I have to be on my guard. So I just feel like if it's truly about just pampering yourself, nothing can beat a good old mask. And that's why I'm so happy to be back to it. Of course, I'm still going to chemically exfoliate. I just have to find the right balance. And whenever I do, it's game over for everyone. Next up on my list, I have Ole Henriksen Sea Rush Brightening Gel Creme. Now, I bought this one in 2019 from London and I was like saving it up so that I could travel and pick this one up again. But currently, I don't know when I will be traveling again. So, I wanted to use this up before it got expired because it was expensive and it's a good product. Not just that it's expensive, it's a good product. I really liked how it sat on my skin and how it just did not pill or anything. Because vitamin C, if you just go a little bit overboard with it, I've seen that it can pill up on your skin. So, that didn't happen with this creme, and it's such a lightweight gel consistency. It didn't feel heavy, especially right now because we're in such a hot, humid, sticky situation. So this was great for this season particularly too. But yes, overall, highly recommend it if this is available to you, or if you have relatives who are flying down or who can send stuff to you, you might want to pick this up because it's a really good moisturizer. Next up, I have Pahadi Local's Tangi Ka Tel or Hazelnut Oil with me. Now, before I say anything, I have to say that there is some sort of growth or sedimentation happening around in this area, which wasn't there earlier, which wasn't there while I was using it. So I might have to look into it and what this is and why this has been caused. So I don't want to speculate anything. This might just be sediments from the oil in itself, because it's like a pure cold press oil and sometimes sedimentation does occur. So I might have to look into that. But overall, when it comes to the oil in itself, it's a beautiful oil. It just gets absorbed on the skin so quickly. It's actually meant for oily skin people, and I was quite surprised because it feels like it's very thick, but it gets absorbed into the skin like that. So even if you're from the oily skin family, you can definitely use it because it's very lightweight. I do, however, have to say that I wish the packaging was slightly better, and that's something I've stated on my Instagram, on my YouTube, everywhere. This packaging feels slightly cheapy, not gonna lie, slightly cheapy, slightly, ever so slightly. But the product in itself is very beautiful, and plus it smells straight up like hazelnuts, like toasted roasted hazelnuts, and that in itself is motive enough to buy it. Okay, let's move on to some lip balm empties. Of course, there have to be lip balms in my video. I'm the Lip Balm Addict Association president over here. So of course, there are going to be lip balms in every empty videos of mine. So the first one I have to talk about today is by Clinique. This is their Moisture Surge Lip Hydro Plump Treatment. Now this is a Nykaa exclusive, which I know can be quite sucky, especially if you don't like Nykaa as an e-commerce platform. But this one totally deserves your money. This is such a beautiful lip balm. I have talked about this in my 50 lip balm video too, and this was one of the top tier products. This heals your lips, repairs your lips, just does everything for your lips. Now I have done the Balin treatment, the roll treatment, the every treatment with this one, and I wish I could extract a little bit more lip balm out of it because I feel like it's there without having to cut it open. But sadly, for nature and for environment, I'm gonna let this go. I don't want to cut and create like microplastic elements. So this goes to my empties without being completely empty, because I know there is slightly a little bit more lip balm there, just tiny bit more, but I can't do anything about it. Then I have this Bobbi Brown lip tint with me right here. Now this does say lip tint, but I feel like it's sort of like a tinted lip balm, and I love it. I have talked about these earlier too. Now this is in the shade Barely Nude, and I had one in raspberry, blackberry, and so many other shades, and I love all of them. Now this gives your lips such a beautiful tint. However, I can't really find these on any of the websites. Like I really want to repurchase them, but I can't find them. I feel like they've either changed the packaging or the product line, because there is like a lip tint range by Bobbi Brown, but it's not the same packaging. So let me know, what do you feel about that? Is it like just a repackaged thing or something of that sort, or it's a new product line? But this one, so beautiful. I actually used to just apply a little bit on my cheeks too, just to get a little bit of rosiness going on, and I love this stuff so much. It moisturizes your lips, and the color doesn't fade away so quickly. Like it stays, it really stays, which is something I appreciate from a tinted lip balm. Moving on to makeup, I have my strobe cream from MAC. This is in the shade Peach Light, and sort of like a universally shade, because it's not too silvery, not too goldeny. It's somewhere in between, and it just looks so beautiful on the skin. I love strobe cream so much. I feel like I don't even need to confess my love for it. I love it. It just makes your skin so smooth, so glowy, and it's like the perfect moisturizer or base. However you want to use it, you can use it with makeup, without makeup. So if there's a product that you want to try from MAC and you don't want it to be a lipstick, because I feel like lipsticks and strobe creams are the two cult products from MAC. Of course, they have amazing range of products that are cult products, but I feel like an entrant product to your MAC library should be a strobe cream. Another MAC empty I have, which was, it's been a while, it had to be here now, is my Studio Fix Compact. I'm in the shade NC30, and this is literally in shambles. I have broken it and it's in shambles. I don't even know where the sponge of this is. Like I really have no clue where it went, because it's actually a nice sponge, and I've completely finished this up. I love this powder so much, especially if you're someone who likes coverage on their skin and you don't want to go with like foundation, concealer, and all of that. This gives you a lot of coverage, and it just makes your skin look so beautiful and just so smooth. So again, if you are someone who's new to base makeup and you don't want to invest in foundation, concealer, and all of that jazz, because right now we are still under the mask life and that all can transfer. This powder does not transfer as much. It still transfers, but not as much as a liquid would. Definitely invest in this if you want something that's high on the coverage when it comes to a powder foundation. And the last makeup empty I have is by NYX. This is their Micro Brow Pencil, and I think this is my third or fourth empty of this pencil, and I absolutely love it. It's so fine, it's so precise, it gets your job done beautifully, and it stays in place all day, all night. I do feel like NYX is having a wonky moment with their product library category right now. Like a thing that goes out of stock just never comes back in stock, and the new launches are not as, simultaneous and as quick as they were initially. So I don't know what is happening with NYX in India, but I really, really hope that this pencil stays, if nothing else, because this is one of my absolute favorites from NYX. Apart from obviously their lipstick range that they have, this has to be one of my top products from them. I have two perfume empties as well that I'm so excited to share with you guys. The first one is this Oud Pocket perfume that I got from an Instagram page. I will leave all links for you guys in the bottom bar so you can go ahead and check it out. Now this is so strong, and if you know anything about me, you know I love strong oud fragrances, and this just took me to the lands of Dubai and to the deserts and all of that, and I love it. I love it so much, and it actually lasted really, really long. And I love how easy to carry these pocket perfumes are. However, I do feel a little guilty about the amount of plastic they would be generating, because you do finish these up rather quickly, especially if you are used to like touching yourself up on the go. Then you would be running out of this quite frequently. I have been a fan of pocket perfumes since a while, but I've consciously stopped purchasing them because I do realize that they generate a lot more plastic wastage. So while I love it, I don't know if I would be repurchasing this. However, this does come in like a bigger size, which I already have, which I probably would use as frequently as I used to use this. And the last empty I have is by Jo Malone. It's their Basil and Neroli perfume. Now, this is a very neutral and a neutralizing fragrance. Let me quickly break it down for you guys. Now, we generally divide fragrances based on their masculinity or their femininity, while this is a very neutral fragrance. It's neither too masculine, neither too feminine, and it just hits the right spot where anyone and everyone can use it. And when I say it's a neutralizing fragrance, it's because of basil. Basil neutralizes your body odor, while Neroli would add fragrance back to you. And Neroli is a very woodsy, mysterious sort of a fragrance that I absolutely love. I love it so much that I have my own scented candle in my merch range by Neroli too, because it's just a very different fragrance. It's not a common fragrance that you find just like that, and that's something I love about Jo Malone. Even though they're not the most long-lasting perfumes, they have such amazing blends that are unparalleled. Like their perfumes and their selections and their notes are just unparalleled, you guys. And you do get them in different sizes. Like this is a travel size. You do have bigger sizes. I have bigger sizes in these particular fragrances, but these are something I carry in my bag so I can touch it up wherever and whenever I want to. Now currently I'm using their Blush Peony and Pink Suede one, and I love that one too. It's slightly more sweeter, and this is more neutral when it comes to fragrances. So if you are into that neutral and neutralizing fragrance zone, then you would absolutely love this one. And yes, with that we finished my empties video. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, then don't forget to comment and subscribe. It would mean the absolute world to me. Also, let me know what other videos you guys would like to see in the month of August, and I would love to do them for you guys. And I'll see you guys next time, next month. Till then, take care. Mwah. Bye.